incredibly.
Welcome back, everybody. Jaysin Static with another episode of the Wrestling Pack Challenge, baby. As you can tell from the title of this video and the pack in my hand, we are back in the house with some 2022 NXT 2.0 cards from Panini. We are here today on the first time on a Wednesday at 5 p.m. Maybe we'll start doing this again. Maybe we'll start doing this on Wednesdays. We're going to see how it goes. But before we jump into this pack and we start discussing this pack, we need to establish the rules for anybody new who sees this. Just because they've got to know the rules of the Wrestling Pack Challenge, and they are as follows. 1 pack per video. Packs can be from any company around the world, from any era. It doesn't matter if it's WWE, AEW, New Japan, AAA, WCW, TNA, indie companies that have wrestling cards. If they are a wrestling pack of cards and we can find them and buy them, they are free for us to open. Number 2, must build to a full set. The series ends when the set is done, or as done as it possibly can be, considering the age of some cards. Each video, each pack is a smaller video that's a part of the larger aspect of this Wrestling Pack Challenge. And number 3, the wild card and discussion section of this. That's where we discuss our favorite cards, the cards that we're looking for in pulling, and what we've got left to go in this set, and any other oddball conversation that we can come up with. That's the point of this Wrestling Pack Challenge. It's to get to know these cards. It's to have fun opening these cards, not just looking for the big hits, but talking about pro wrestling, because that's what we love. And what we are looking for in this set, Solo Sikoa, doesn't matter whether it's parallel, numbered, autographs, base cards, that's what we're looking for. Finn Balor and Gigi Dolan, that's what we're looking for. We pulled a Gigi Dolan black and gold parallel in the last episode. And I have a trivia question for you guys. Something new that I'm going to try to do. Trivia questions. Trivia questions that gets us talking about pro wrestling. Who defeated Dolph Ziggler in April of 2022 to win the NXT title? Who was that? Let me know down in the comment section below, and we'll talk about it in the next pack of the NXT 2.0 cards. But up to date, let's update what we've got going on in this pack for now. We've got 28 base cards, 2 green parallels, 2 silver parallels, 3 NXT alumni base cards, 1 NXT highlight card, and 1 black and gold parallel. Sorry that I didn't look at you guys when I was saying that, but I have it written on a note card because I couldn't remember all of that. It was just too much for my old brain to remember. We've got a lot to go. This set, without parallels included, has roughly 400 plus cards, so we've got a long ways to go. The last pack we opened, we missed 8 cards because 8 cards were doubles. You guys know what we do with the doubles. Those doubles go over to the eBay store, blah, 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 blah. But I think you guys are ready to get inside this pack and see what we've got going. Are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready for the Wrestling Pack Challenge, baby? We are back in the blue box, beating up on these wrestling cards. And just to let you guys know, we have a total of 37 cards pulled. That's base cards included. In the final tally, up here in the corner, you'll see it pop up there. I have 450 written there. That's that's not including the base cards because it's hard to tell how many actual parallels they are. But for the sake of the video, in the final tally, the 37 up there, right up there, I do have the parallels included in it. But if we get more than what's labeled in the top corner up here, that's cool with me. The odd thing about some of these packs is that some cards have more parallels than others. So that's why it's hard to gauge exactly how many cards, particular cards have, which parallels, which cards have parallels, which cards don't have parallels. From all the information that I've found, it's not very clear on which ones have which ones. It just gives you a base thing. It says like green parallels, silvers have this many, greens have this many, black and golds have this many, but it doesn't tell you which cards or which cards have those and which ones are included in each one of those parallels. You see what I'm trying to say? So having a big giant number up there of like 4,000 cards, that's an estimate, like with all the parallels included. But you have 400 and something unique cards with the base set, which is, I believe, 125. And then you have inserts, which is the NXT highlights. There's another one or two insert cards, and then you have all of the versions of all of the autograph cards, numbered cards, and stuff like that. It's WWE, the way that they do their cards is pretty dang wild. And I will stop talking right now, and I will get into this pack. I think I've updated you guys on pretty much everything that we can. And what has been your favorite card that I pulled so far? My favorite card pulled so far is actually that Gigi Dolan one that we pulled from the last episode, because honestly, that's one of the cards that we were looking for. We were looking for a Gigi Dolan card. She's now back on the indies as Priscilla Kelly. So if you were a fan of Gigi Dolan, go check her out on her social medias. Go check her out and stay up to date with her on all of her independent stuff. You know, just because they leave WWE or they leave AEW or they leave TNA or New Japan or anything like that and they go back to the indies doesn't mean that they're not good wrestlers. And it doesn't mean that you have to stop supporting them, because, you know, they're most likely, most of the time, most indie guys or most wrestlers that come from the systems, the signed talent systems, they still do the same stuff. They might have different names, but they still work the same for the most part. You know, so go out and support them guys. You know, they need it just as much as the WWE guys and all those guys do. Let's get into this pack. Ooh, we got a Tony D'Angelo, baby. Rookie card. I'm eventually going to get an updated camera. I'm working with a GoPro right now, and they don't really have an autofocus on these things. So the cards might come out a little bit blurry. Kenny Williams. Base cards go over there. Valkyrie. She's up on the main roster now. Alba Fire. I think these are pretty new so far. I don't think we've had any of these guys so far. And this pack actually looks pretty decent. Primate. Mark Coffey. Did you like any of these? How did you guys like NXT UK? Did you guys watch NXT UK back when that was a thing going? I love European wrestling. I think it's a very unique style. It has a lot of elements of like old school catch-as-catch-can style wrestling, which is where, you know, wrestling originated from. Cruz del Toro, he's up on the main roster now. I believe he's on the main roster now. Amala, I don't remember what this girl's. I don't remember how to pronounce that girl's name. Emil, we're just gonna call her Emil. Sorry if I butcher names. I'm not good with names, people. I'm sorry. Katana Chance. Mark Andrews. We haven't pulled any big ones yet. It looks like GG Dolan is still the same one. The top one. Joe Coffey. Ooh, I see a green parallel. Santos Escobar. There's Santos Escobar with Braun Breaker right there. Ooh, Drew McIntyre. There we go. There we go. Who do you think this green parallel is going to be? Who do you think it's going to be? You got your guesses? So this will be our third green parallel. We don't have any more silvers yet. These are all base cards right here. This is an alumni card. Kenny Williams, green parallel. Hell yeah. There we go. And then we have an NXT highlight card. There's 15 cards in this pack. And it looks like we have Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. The Way. There we go. And you know how we do this. We go through the back sides of the cards too. It looks like 2 of the top cards we have. 3 of the top cards right here, right here. The Drew. We've got Tony D'Angelo. Kenny Williams base card. And we got the Kenny Williams green parallel now. Valkyrie. I know she goes by another name up on the main roster. God, what's her name? I gotta stop doing these things so late at night. Oh man, I forget what her first name is. We're just gonna call her Valkyrie because that's cool. She had a super dope match with Becky Lynch at SummerSlam, I believe. I thought it was a good match. You guys might not think so, but I think she had a good match. Alba Fire, Primate, Mark Coffey, Cruz del Toro, Emil, Katana Chance, Mark Andrews, Joe Coffey, Santos Escobar, Drew McIntyre, The Way, and then we had the green parallel from Kenny Williams. I will have to say that my favorite card so far out of this pack right here is right here, none other than Drew McIntyre. That guy's on it now. Great character work, massive heel, brutal in the ring. He always looks so real and brutal in everything that he does, which is awesome to me. And that's the end of this video. The same thing that we always do. If you enjoyed this video, go check out all the stuff that I have. Go check out all the social media, the Facebook, the Instagram. Check that out. Go check out Fight Club Wrestling Academy. That's where I do a pro wrestling series, a pro wrestling shoot series, where I sit down with pro wrestlers from the Midwest area and I ask them one question. And we sit down and we talk about it. Sometimes they're fun questions. Sometimes they're serious questions. 9 times out of 10, there are always questions about this pro wrestling business that we all love so much. Whether you're a fan or a worker, we love this business. And I want people to respect and love this business as much as I do. Other than that, you guys, I appreciate you guys. Stop by this coming Sunday when we open the first pack of 1991 WCW Impel cards. We're going to have that. And then I have some more coming. You might see a mail time coming up in the future, depending on when this mail gets here. We know me and the mail, we have a little bit of issues sometimes. We've got a little bit of heat sometimes. But other than that, guys, check out the eBay store. That's how I keep all this shit running. And other than that, guys, much love. Take care. Peace out. See you next week. Maybe not see you next week. See you next episode.